Your iPhone's ugly notch is finally dying. Apple's been dreaming of a true all-screen design since Jony Ive sketched his first rectangle. And in 2026, it's actually happening. The iPhone 18 Pro will be the first to hide Face ID under the display, leaving just a tiny pinhole for the camera. But here's what nobody's talking about. Apple is late to the party. Google and Samsung have been rocking hole-punch displays for years, while Apple's been clinging to that notch like it's the last piece of pizza at 3 a.m. The question isn't whether Apple can do it, it's why they've waited so long when Bloomberg's Mark Gurman says the tech was ready years ago. Meanwhile, Nintendo is quietly preparing to blow your mind with the Switch 2. A patent update just revealed they're implementing AI upscaling technology for the new console. Think of it like steroids for your old Switch games, making them look sharper without Nintendo having to remake them. It's basically DLSS for Nintendo, and it's going to make your dusty Switch one look like a potato. But let's be real for a second. This isn't the controversial generative AI that's stealing artists' jobs. This is resolution upscaling that's been around for years. Nintendo's just slapping an AI label on it because in 2025, that's how you get funding. It's like calling a calculator artificial intelligence in the 1970s. Technically correct, practically misleading. The most surprising innovation this week? A knob. Yes, a physical knob. SwitchBot's new Hub 3 is bringing back physical controls to smart homes. After a decade of touchscreens and voice assistants mishearing you say, lights off as fights on, we're getting buttons and a sweet, sweet control knob that adjusts your thermostat or music volume. This is actually genius. The pendulum is swinging back from the everything must be touch era that Apple started in 2007. Remember when car manufacturers replaced all buttons with touchscreens and everyone crashed because they couldn't feel the volume button? Same energy. Sometimes the old way just works better. Google's about to confuse the hell out of everyone with the Pixel 10. Leaked renders show it's getting a third camera, the same feature that used to distinguish the Pro models. So what exactly makes the Pro Pro anymore? The privilege of paying an extra $300? This is classic tech company psychology. First, make a premium feature exclusive to justify the higher price. Then, once everyone who'll pay extra has already done so, trickle it down to the base model and find something new to make exclusive. It's the circle of life, Simba, except it's the circle of separating you from your money. And finally, Monster Hunter Wilds is putting up numbers that rival Baldur's Gate 3. 2 weeks after launch, it's still hitting 650,000 concurrent players on Steam. That's higher than Baldur's Gate 3 at the same point. Not bad for a game where the entire plot is big lizard bad, stick with pointy end good. What's wild is that both these games are bucking the live service trend. No battle pass, no daily login rewards, no FOMO mechanics. Just complete finished games that respect your time and intelligence. It's like finding a restaurant that doesn't try to upsell you on guacamole. It shouldn't feel revolutionary, but here we are. So what's the takeaway from all this? Technology is cyclical. Physical buttons are back. Nintendo is slapping AI on basic upscaling. Apple is finally catching up to 2019. And somehow, in 2025, the most innovative thing in tech might just be a knob. What a time to be alive.